Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to mathematics class. Now we are going to discuss about some practical problems on set theory. That is continuation of set theory again. This is the last part, last session of this class. Now let us go through some important formulae before considering the problems. See, for any sets A, B and C, non-empty sets, so we have n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. What do you mean by that? Number of n of A union B means number of elements in A union B. What do you mean by what is A union B? A union B is nothing but set of all elements in A or B. Means you have to consider all the elements which are there in A as well as in B. No need to write the repeated elements. So what is this? N of A union B. N of A union B means number of elements of A union B is equal to number of elements of A plus number of elements of B minus number of elements in A intersection B. Means if A and B are two sets and say if A and B have some common elements, then we are not writing the common elements, so that we have to subtract the common elements, number of common elements there. So n of A union B equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. If next formula, if A intersection B is empty set, means if A and B do not have any common elements, if A and B do not have common elements, then n of A union B is n of A plus n of B itself. If A intersection B is null set, means empty set, we say A and B are disjoint sets. If A and B do not have common elements, then we say A and B are disjoint sets. Now come to the third formula. N of A minus B N of A minus B plus N of A intersection B equal to N of A number of elements of A minus B plus number of elements of A intersection B is nothing but number of elements of A. Similarly, the next formula N of B minus A plus N of A intersection B is N of B. Next, the fifth formula, it is N of A union B union C. N of A union B union C is N of A plus N of B plus N of C minus N of A intersection B minus N of B intersection C minus N of C intersection A plus N of A intersection B intersection C. Students, kindly note that there is a mistake in the formula. N of A is repeated there. You need not consider that. I repeat, carefully you listen. It is in your notes it's given properly. N of A union B union C is N of A plus N of B plus N of C minus N of A intersection B minus N of B intersection C minus N of C intersection A plus N of A intersection B intersection C. Now come to practical problems. Students, I have taken this from some other book. If the sums are not there in your notes, I hope you have written the notes already, which is sent through WhatsApp and Google Classroom. If at all you have not written the sums which we are going to discuss now, you can take it down by pausing the video. Let us discuss the sums one by one. Students, kindly neglect the question numbers given there. Here it is question number 74 actually. It is continuation because which this book is printed one, and you can note it down clearly. That's why I am giving from this. Okay, let us discuss. See, in that first problem we have if x and y, sorry, again there is printing mistake. If x and y are two sets such that x union y has 50 elements, x has 28 elements and y has 32 elements, how many elements does x intersection y have? It's given that n of x union y is 50. N of x union y is 50 means, see there it's given x and x union y has 50 elements. So we have n of x union y is equal to 50. Similarly, n of x is equal to 28. Number of elements of x 28. Number of elements in y 32. So you have to find the elements of x intersection y. Now we have formula n of x union y is equal to n of x plus n of y minus n of x intersection y. See there, note down the difference in the notations. In your formula, it's given in terms of a and b. Now it's in terms of x and y, one and the same, only the notations are different. So you can consider the formula n of x union y is equal to n of x plus n of y minus n of x intersection y. On substitution, you will get, that step is not mentioned there. Same problem is given in your notes, that is on substitution 50 is equal to, kindly go through the notes, n of x union y, it is 50, n of x 8, n of y is 32 and minus n of x intersection y is unknown. On simplification, you know how to simplify this, you have studied earlier in your previous classes. So n of x intersection y will be 10. That gives you the answer. This type of sums are important for 2 marks. You can expect this for 2 marks in your exams. And the next problem, if x and y are two sets such that n of x is equal to 17, n of y is equal to 23, n of x union y is equal to 38, find n of x intersection y. Very similar problem. You can work out this easily. Very similar one, only the figures are different. And the next one, again same kind of problem. You can solve this easily. I am coming to next problem. Here we have, in a group of 400 people, 250 can speak Hindi and 200 can speak English. How many people can speak both Hindi and English? For this type of sums, we denote, first of all, we have to name the sets. We denote the set of people who speak Hindi as H we denote the set of people who can speak English as E. So now, keeping that in mind, you can write down the given problem mathematically as, see there what is given in a group of 400 people. What is that 400? 400, out of 400, some can speak Hindi, some can speak English, so that it is nothing but union of the set union. Both people who can speak Hindi and English are included there, so that it is union. So that we can denote it as n of h union E is equal to 400. Next, n of h is equal to 250. N of h is equal to 250 means the number of people who can speak Hindi. 250, it's given there. Similarly, n of E, number of people who can speak English, is 200. Now what you have to find? How many people can speak Hindi and English? How many people can speak Hindi and English means they have to speak both Hindi and English, means you have to find both, means intersection E union H you have to find, N of E union H you have to find. Union H and E intersection H. E intersection H and H intersection E, one and the same. You have to find E intersection H or H intersection E. We have formula there. You can write the formula. N of H union E equal to N of H plus N of E minus N of H intersection E. As we need N of H intersection E, you can bring that to left hand side and you can move N of H union E to right hand side. So, and substitution, you will get the answer as 50. Let us move on to next question. If S and T are two sets such that S has 21 elements, T has 32 elements, and S intersection T has 11 elements, how many elements does S union T have? It is very simple, direct problem. You can write the number of elements in the set mathematically, write the formula, substitute and simplify. I hope you can follow me. Now the next question. If X and Y are two sets such that X has 40 elements, X has 40 elements, X union Y has 60 elements, X intersection Y has 10 elements, how many elements does Y have? How many elements does Y have? See here, N of X is given, it is 40, N of X union Y is given as 60, N of X intersection Y is given as 10. You have to find N of Y. Once again you write the formula, N of X union Y is equal to N of X union Y is equal to N of X plus N of Y minus N of X intersection Y. You substitute whatever you know and you write whatever you have to find out and substitute and simplify. You will get the answer. Now the next problem is, in a group of 70 people, 37 like coffee, 52 like tea, and each person likes at least one of the two drinks. How many people like both tea and coffee, or coffee and tea? Let us denote the sets as T and C, the set of people who likes coffee and set of people who likes tea, and write whatever given there. Out of 70 people, what is that 70? 70, out of those 70 people, there are some people who can like tea or coffee, so that it is nothing but n of C union T, and 37 like coffee means n of C is equal to 37. 52 like tea means n of t is equal to 52. You have to find how many people like both tea and coffee, means you have to find n of C intersection t. You have formula, substitute and simplify. Next problem, it's important one. In a group of 65 people, 40 like cricket, 10 like both cricket and tennis. How many like tennis only and not cricket? How many like tennis? Read the question once again. Name the sets. Write whatever given to you. It's given as n of C union T. 65, n of C, 40, n of C intersection 10. Why? Because 10 like both cricket and tennis. So n, it is nothing but n of C intersection T. And what you should find? How many like tennis only, not cricket, means you have to find, what you have to find? N of, how many like tennis? First let us find the next question there. They have worked out the next question there. How many like tennis? That is n of t. You have formula, n of C union T equal to n of C plus n of T minus n of C intersection T. Substitute, or you will get it as n of T is equal to 35. Next, number of people who like tennis only. See there, in that n of t, there are people who may like tennis, as they like tennis, they may like cricket also. But we have to find n of the number of people who like only tennis, means they should not like cricket. So how to find that? It is nothing but n of t minus c. N of t minus c, we have formula n of a minus b equal to n of a intersection b. N of a minus b plus n of a intersection b equal to n of a, or n of a minus b equal to n of a minus n of a intersection b. Here it is n of t minus c equal to n of t minus n of c intersection t. We have all this, so substitute and simplify. You'll get the answer as 25. Next problem. In a committee of 50 people who speak French, in a committee 50 people speak French, 20 speak Spanish, and 10 speak both French and Spanish. How many speak at least one of these two languages? Means what you should find here, how many speak at least one of these languages. Means what you should find, n of at least means any one or both, means you have to find the union. It is simple. You have to find, if you name the sets, the number of people who speak French and as F and number of people who speak Spanish as S, you have to find n of F union S. You have formula n of F union S is equal to n of S plus n of F minus n of F intersection F. Substitute, direct substitution and simplification. Next problem. In a school, there are 20 teachers who teach mathematics or physics. Of these, 12 teach mathematics and 4 teach both physics and mathematics. How many teach physics? Similar to previous problems, you denote the sets as M and P. Write whatever given there. N of M union P, the total number of teachers who can speak, who can teach mathematics or physics, that is N of M union P 20, N of M mathematics teachers, number of mathematics teachers 12, both number of teachers, they can teach both mathematics and physics, so 4. Formula again, substitution and simplification. Next problem. In a class of 35 students, 24 like to play cricket and 16 like to play football. Also, each student likes to play at least one of the two games. How many students like to play both cricket and football? Name the sets as C and F. Write what is given there. That is C union F is 35. N of C is 24. N of F is 16. Formula N of C union F is equal to N of C plus N of F minus N of C intersection F. Rearrangement and substitution, simplification. I hope you can follow this. Next problem. In a survey of 400 students in a school, 100 were listed as taking apple juice, 150 as taking orange juice, and 75 were listed as taking both apple as well as orange juice. Find how many students were taking neither apple juice nor orange juice. See, this is a bit different problem. First you have to find, as earlier problems, you have to name the sets. U be the universal set. Here universal set appears. A be the set who takes apple juice, and B be the set who take orange juice. You can name the set of students who takes orange juice as O also. It is not compulsory. You have to denote the set as given in the book. Okay. Next, what is given? Why this universal set appears? Because there are some students who take neither apple nor orange juice. So you cannot say it as A union B. So that the universal set, there are some elements other than the elements which are there in A and B. So it is universal set. So it is given n of universal set, that is number of elements in the universal set as 400. Number of students who take apple juice is 100. Number of students who take orange juice is 150, and number of students who take both apple as well as orange juice as 75. What you should find here? How many students were taking neither apple juice nor orange juice? Neither apple nor orange means you have to find a dash, not a is a dash, means the elements which are not there in a, that is a dash, a complement, and the elements which are not there in b means b dash, b complement. What you have to find? Both. Intersection of means intersection of a dash and b dash. So you have to find number of elements which are not there in A as well as in B. So you have to find n of A intersection B whole dash. By De Morgan's law, we know A dash intersection B dash is A union B whole dash. De Morgan's law we studied earlier in this chapter. So use that. A union B whole dash is A dash intersection B dash. So here n of A intersection B, A dash intersection B dash is n of A intersection B whole dash. What is A dash? For a moment you forget this now. What is A dash? A dash is U minus A. Isn't it? A dash is U minus A, universal set minus A. The elements which are there in U but not in A. So it is U minus A. So what is A union B whole dash? A union B whole dash is nothing but U minus A union B. U minus A union B. So n of, come back to the problem. So n of A union B whole dash is n of U minus n of A union B, and you have formula for n of A union B. Write it. Be careful here in this problem they have opened the bracket already, but it is better to mention the bracket there. N of U minus bracket n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. On opening the bracket, it becomes n of U minus n of A minus n of B plus n of A intersection B. You have all the substitutions there. Substitute and simplify. Next problem. In a survey of 600 students in a school, 150 were found to be taking tea and 225 taking coffee. 100 were taking both tea and coffee. Find how many students were taking neither tea nor coffee. Very similar problem. U be the universal set. Set of all students in a school. A be the students who take tea. B set of students who take coffee. N of U given as 600, N of A 150, N of B 225, N of A intersection B 100. You have N of A union B. You have formula, find it. And now what you have to find? How many students taking neither tea nor coffee means N of A dash intersection B dash you have to find. N of A dash intersection B dash you have to find. It is like previous problem. N of A union B whole dash. N of U minus N of A union B. It is 600 minus 275, so that 325. Next problem is simple one left to you students. It's easy. If you have understood the previous problems, it's nothing. You can solve yourselves. Next one. There are 200 individuals with skin disorder. 120 had been exposed to chemical C1, 50 to chemical C2, 30 to both the chemicals C1 and C2. Find the number of individuals exposed to chemical 1 but not chemical 2. Second one, chemical 2 but not chemical 1. Number 3, chemical 1 or chemical 2. See, because of exposing to some chemicals, some people have skin disorder. Some people exposed to chemical 1 and some people exposed to chemical 2 and some exposed to both the chemicals 1 and 2. Or read the sum once again. Name the sets. A be the set of individuals who are exposed to chemical 1, B be the set of individuals who are exposed to chemical 2. There are total 200 people, so that N of U is 200. Number of people who are exposed to chemical 1 is 120. Number of people who are exposed to chemical 2, N of B is 50, and both exposed to number of people who are exposed to both chemical 1 and 2 is A intersection B, it is 30. See the Venn diagram given there. You can understand the sum easily. Universal set, first circle is set A, second circle is circle B. The part which is shaded is A intersection B, and A minus B and B minus A can be seen very easily. What is A minus B? A minus B is the set of elements which are there in A but not in B. See that the shaded part is also includes the elements of B, so shaded part is not included. Unshaded part gives you A minus B, similarly B minus A. Okay, from see the diagram, what is A there? A is nothing but A minus B. You can observe A minus B union A intersection B, the shaded part. No. If you consider A minus B and the shaded part, just you will get the first circle, that is nothing but A. So N of A equal to N of A minus B plus union gives you plus N of A intersection B. Because why it is so? Because we have formula N of A union N of B equal to N of A union B equal to N of A plus N of B. If A and B are disjoint, means A and B do not have common elements. So here they do not have any common element. So N of A intersection N of A union B is N of A plus N of B. So N of A minus B is N of if this is formula again, N of A minus B is N of A minus N of A intersection B, so that it is 120 minus 30 gives you 90. Similarly, B equal to B minus A, you can observe through the diagram. N of B is equal to B minus A union A intersection B. the right unshaded part and the shaded part, that gives you B. So n of B equal to n of B minus A plus n of A intersection B, as they are disjoint. So n of B minus A equal to rearrangement n of B minus n of A intersection B. That gives you the answer on substitution. And third question. What is that third question? Number of people. You have to find number of people who exposed to chemical 1 or chemical 2, or so that is n of A union B, that you have formula n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B, 120 plus 50 minus 30, everything you have there, substitute and simplify, 140 will be the answer. So that number of people who exposed chemical 1 or chemical 2 is 140. I stop the chapter here. I hope you understood. If you have any doubts, you can clarify it through texting or calling me personally. Thank you.